Hello everybody, hope y'all having another blessed day. For today's episode, we are back in Wizard101, and I decided to go to Wisteria to post this episode, mainly because Wisteria is one of my favorite places in the game. I love the whole storyline, how we had like a rival school, and I wish to do something like that in the future. But will they? Probably not, but you know, it does bring me back some good memories. But for today's episode, going off topic, I'll be showing you guys another PvP gear guide, something else you can try out. Now, inspiration to this came from a video by Blake PvP, and he kind of did this on Myth. This is a strategy for gear people have been running on Myth. And I always thought, you know, Myth and Fire was very similar. Like, those different kind of sizes, like the spectrums, you had like the spirits and the elementals. But I always thought if anything Myth could do gear-wise and stats-wise, always knew that Fire could basically match us, at least in my opinion. I always like to say Myth was the equivalent of fire, ice was the equivalent of like life, death was supposed to be equivalent of storm, but that didn't happen, and so on and so forth. Okay, I always had that kind of similarities. So you may know what I'm talking about. If you don't, this would be kind of a more higher resist kind of sets talents for PvP for fire. So without further ado, let's get into what the gear is going to look like. So stat wise, you're going to have about 7,914 health, which is pretty good, okay? It's pretty good. Usually like to have around the 8k health now if you're around a fire. That's kind of what the baseline is now that you're at 140. Alright? You'll have 151 damage. So 150 damage is no really good talent to have for fire. You know, in my Dragoon set, I'm pretty sure I have like 153, so that's fine also. But no, this works as well. Right? Now something that's really good with this talent, you have 49 resist. As compared to my Dragoon talents, with Dragoon setup, I only have 41 resist, so you get 8 more resist with this setup, which is nice to see. 78 kind of base resist, which is like okay, kind of in the back of mine. You have 46 accuracy, so you know helps you get through those mantles. All right. You're going to have 441 critical, so anything in my opinion above 400 critical is pretty good. You know, you're going most likely crit each time, though your opponent may block. You have okay block with this setup. You only have 283, so there's probably a chance you're not going to block, but you do have some of that block resist added onto that. Those my Dragoons, you have like about almost like 350, 360, so that's kind of like the Dragoons more block, and I feel like that's more important PvP. But this is just another setup that you can try. Now, one thing I don't like about it, your Pierce is only 29, but you need to keep in mind a lot of people use like the extraordinaries and unstoppable enchants for the spells, since Giants and Monstrous and Epic all got banned for PvP. So any spells that has that, you know, is going to have 15% more Pierce most likely. So that 29 is actually like 44. And if you strike, you're at 94, you're done and dusted. Who cares? Alright, so that's fine for right now because you're going to have extra Pierce anyways. For pip conversion, you're still watching at 735. Which is okay. You have 103 power pip because I will not give you guys a gear guide that's going to have less than 100% power pip and accuracy. I ain't about that life. And you have 124 shadow pip, which is still pretty good. I have at least above 110 for shadow pip. I think that's pretty good rating. Now to get this gear, one you're going to have is going to be the Grunts Helm. You know, you cannot give up really having that high health. Mainly that damage. That damage is the key part about having this. You know, compared to like the Crocopatra, which is like the next tier down, in my opinion. Yes, you're going to lose at least like 350 almost health, but the big thing you're going to lose is going to be that damage. 15% damage is a big loss, okay? So you cannot give up that 15%. Now, what we're doing is kind of like the spiciness is what I saw on like someone using it for a myth. And that's going to be the spooky Carnival suit. Something you want to think about, because this is what I actually use for my Jade setup on the fire. When I'm doing some questing or farming with some friends, usually just storms in the fire, so you know you don't need like 3 storms in the fire. You know, you don't need that. Okay, someone needs to be a setter or someone to be a support player, so I take that role usually. But what this card gives you, it gives you 1,000 health, so you know less than Dragoons. What's this card Dragoons? So you get about 500 less health than Dragoons. You lose a couple power pip, but you're going to gain 2% accuracy, and you're going to gain 8% resist. That's a lot of resist, and you do keep a little bit of shadow pip close to the same. You lose 2 shadow pip rating, which that's fine, alright? You don't care about the other spells also. But the big thing is that 8 resist you're going to gain. So, in all spectrums, you're giving up 8%. You're giving up 500 health, and I guess 155 block now that I look at it. That's nothing you have to give up the block and the health, but you're going to gain 8 resist back. So it's kind of, that's your choice there. Then for boots, we're walking Dragoon's boots, because it's still the best boots in the game, period. We use the Fossil Adventure Skull Crusher. I would swap this out if I did have a mount. I did see you guys in the comment section kind of telling me, hey, you should use the mount in the pet. But you know, some people can't get the mount. It's like me, I've put about 30k into it by now. I only got one per mount, and it turned out to be the ice one. So, big L, right? But you know, I don't know if the option, if you could use like a temporary round, because I have probably about 30 days save of those 7-day mounts basically. So technically, if you wanted to, you can pop that on, and you can use, let's say, the executive one instead, which I am still trying to farm for. That'll probably be a better option. You gain like 6 more pierce, so that'll put you at around 35 base pierce, higher critical, 1 less damage, but you would still have the set bonus for the whole Foster Avenger set. That's something to keep in mind. Right. For Avalon, you're going to be using Edge of Raging Daystar to help you keep that 100% power pip, since you're not doing 5-piece Dragoons of this one. And this one is going to be double pierce, and this one has accuracy, which is fine. Amulet is going to be Dragoon's Fiery Charm. I'm using this one because I do want to keep that 3% set bonus, because, you know, people said use the Uber one, which is fine. But again, you're not going to have the set bonus that gives you the 7% more damage. And I feel like, you know, getting, you know, let's say a little bit less health, 1 or 2% less resist is probably not as worth having 7% damage. Alright, so we're going to steer Dragoons for now. Still really good. It gives you a good block. The ring is always going to be the Dual Devils level 100, because it's the only one that gives you 6% pierce, so everyone uses this one. The pet is basically, I'm going to say again, triple, or being a double-double, your main cast Furnace, and then whatever else you want. I picked Dragonlance because I like the power pit. Okay, right now my mount is the Fire Gulcher to get 3% more damage. And then I use the Devil May Care deck, because I still think it's probably one of the best decks out there. It has a really good sideboard. Alright. Now I'm also going to give you some options you can switch things up a little bit. The reason I'm not showing you because I don't actually have access to it. Because this requires you to also have the Baba Yaga house. I'm pretty sure that's the only mount in the game that gives you 3% power pip. This one gives you 2. So the other way I'm going to show you it is one that will require you to have a 3% power pip mount. So this right now will only get you to 99. So I'll pop that on just to kind of showcase a little bit. But what you're going to change, you're going to want to change this amulet to the Talisman of the Daystar, or the Uber one if you want to. What you want to do with that? And you want to swap this one back to Dragoons, okay? So you still get that 3-piece Dragoons. Now you also keep in mind you went executive, so this could be. No, you won't be going executive actually, because this one would have to have the mount. So forget what I said there. All right, so let's go back into the stats. This time you have 8k health, which is something to keep in mind. I'm also going to say you're going to take that 12% power pip or 12% accuracy jewel off of the amulet, and you would put the 10% power pip. So this will actually be 32, so you still won't fizzle any base spells. And you know, if you have extraordinary on, extra 30%, you're not going to fizzle through a mantle. Right, so you're going to have 50% damage, 150 damage, so that's pretty good. Now you're going to have 50 resist, flat resist, and 104 extra resist taken off. So higher, you're going to lose about 3 or 1 or 3 damage, which is okay. But you gain 1 more resist, you gain about 30 more set resist automatically, and about, let's say, 100 health at the start. Losing some accuracy, that's fine. Your crit's going to go up a little bit, so that's good to know. Your block's also going to go up a little bit, which is good. Your pierce is going to go up. All right, everything is really going to go up, right? And basically, if I add that 10% power pip, I'll also be at 99. That's what say you have to have the Baba Yaga. The Baba Yaga will get you to that 100% power pip exactly, I believe. So I would say this would probably be the better setup if you're going to use a Spooky Robe. 150 damage, 8k health, 50 resist. So now that I think about it, maybe Baba Yaga may be in the future me to try to pick up, unless there's another 3% power pip wand or mount I am not thinking of, alright? So that's something to keep in mind, alright? So you can do that. That's another option for you guys to use. So with that, I hope you guys have some more ideas of what you could test out in PvP. And definitely down in the comment section if you do test any of these setups out. Tell me how they work for you. I'd love to know if you succeeded, or do we have to go back to the drawing boards. So with that, that's going to do it for the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please show me leaving a like on the video, or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because it helps you support me and helps me make more videos for you to enjoy. Now, like the end of every single one of my videos, hope the rest of the week is blessed, and hope to see you all again in the next episode. And with that, I'm out.